So the world is full of diamond, and fortunately, some of them today we have. So with this word, I would like to welcome you all, our honorable principal sir, all my resourceful members of Appius family, and my dear children. So it is our holy tradition to worship our goddess Saraswati before any important events. So let's dedicate a prayer to Ma Saraswati. And for that, I would like to invite Mrs. Swastika ma'am.
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी, गुड़ियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी, गुड़ियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। मन से हमारे मिटा दे अंधेरा, हमको उजालों का संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हमें तार दे माँ, हमें तार दे माँ।
Thank you so much, ma'am. We all are feeling very much blessed. And we feel really very privileged to have such a distinguished personality among us, our principal sir. Now, I would like to invite principal sir to say a few words to facilitate our children as well as to entire team. Over to sir.
Good morning, dear students and
Good morning, sir.
staff.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Everybody, please
Good
mute
morning,
everybody.
sir.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
sir.
Please mute yourself. All right, should I start?
Good
Morning once again, dear students as well as learned staff of FPS. We are privileged that we are assembled through online. It is the need of the time that we must progress through online method. The last year, I remember, we were not equipped enough and trained enough to conduct such things. But this year, we are learning and progressing day by day. Dear students, our life has to go on. Show must continue, because whatever the situation comes in future, the human being will always find the way. And every time struggle gives a new way. After this pandemic, rather say after the second wave, we all are blessed by the God. We are taking life, eating food, doing our activities. This is because of the blessings of the God and Ma Saraswati, Allah and Jesus. So we must be thankful to them that we are alive. And we must pray to God for our family members also, that everywhere and everything is fine. But after all, academics has to progress. So this online declamation competition was taught, and it is continued for the last 3 days, 2 days. At the first day, class 1 to 5 children spoke. They spoke very well. And yesterday it was the turn for the children of class 6, 7, 8. They again spoke very well. Today it is your turn for class 9th and 10th. I hope the standard of school and standard of children will improve through this declamation competition. And again, I hope that our learned staff members, teachers, class teachers, whatever the children had done year before and the last year, they were all assessed and promotion were given, marks were given. And I hope by CBSE, the result of 10th standard will be announced very soon. Likewise, class 12th standard results are under progress. All the teachers of class 11th and 12th are working with me, and all the past activities, performance, discipline, all are taken account. And because of that, then they are putting the marks. The tests, whatever the children had got the marks in the test, they are also finding out. Either it was online or offline. So I would advise to you all, standard 9th and 10th. This year again we are in the online mode. We don't know next year what will be the situation in the month of March or April. We hope that everything will normalize, and we would have regular classes, regular tests, and as usual the exams. But in case this will not happen, this is everything is in the future and in the hands of the God Almighty. So all online activities as well as online tests, as well as whenever the kits will be provided to you, your work, sincere work will have a great role when we will make your report cards and results. So 10th standard, be careful. Now we come to the point of declamation. This competition is recorded, as well as your marks will be given on the basis of that also. It is very appreciating that more and more children are taking part in it. I feel very happy, and I express my thanks to the class teachers and subject teachers who encourage the children. Thank you very much. I would again say, please take interest whenever the online competition will be organized by us, by the school. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we can proceed our program. I hope that all the participants, they are ready to perform. Everyone is, please, every student, it is requested to
Yes,
you
ma'am.
all, kindly check your network connectivity. I will wish that class 9th, they break the ice, they will start first. And from class 9th, Aditi, you are going to perform very first. Aditi, are you here from class 9th A? Okay, beta.
Yes.
Please start. Turn on your camera, first of all.
Good morning, ma'am and sir. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Aditi Singh, and I'm the student of class 9A from Faizabad Public School. I'm here to declaminate the speech of Sarojini Naidu. Hello, friends. I came to you from many thousand and miles away as the ambassadors of very ancient country to the youngest nation in the world. It may surprise to you that a country which you are taught to regard and conservative should have choose women to be its representative and embassy. But if you read the whole history of India's civilization, you will realize that women have been very pivot of its culture of peace that have gone about for many centuries and uttermost part of the world. What my country says to you, it says in the world of the old Hindus' prayer that rise up in every home, night after night, Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. And I think whether it be the old home or a new world, that whole purpose of our own civilization is to create, to be sustained those conditions of peace for our homes, for the homes of the nation, of the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Such a wonderful performance it was. Can we have a huge round of applauses for her? Thank you so much, everyone. Now, I would like to call Aisha from class 9th A. Aisha, are you ready to perform?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Good morning to all respected sir, ma'am, and all my dear friends. Don't take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in second, more lips are waiting to say that your first victory was just luck. By this motivational line of APJ Abdul Kalam, myself, Aisha Mariam of class 9th A, going to declamate the speech of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. We should know how to handle, not only how to handle success, how to handle the failure. Particularly, management is important if I want the young people to understand how to manage the failure. Because any task you do, you have to come across problems. Problem should not become the captain of the individual or a project. And the project team should become the captain of the problem and defeat the problem and succeed. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. History has proven that those who dared to do the impossible are the ones who are great. In every field of human endeavor, the science, medicine, sports, are the technology, the names of the who break all the human limitations. Imagine the impossible engraved in our history. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they change the world. You take C. V. Raman, you take Newton, you take Einstein, you take Chandrasekhar. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they change the world. If you want to discover, if you want to be innovators, I am going to give you what type of characteristic you must have. Invention and discoveries have emanated from creative minds that have been constantly working. The telephone, imagine the outcome. Imagine the outcome mind. With the imagine and constant effort, all the forces of the universe work for their inspired mind, thereby leading to invention and discoveries. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha. It was good. Can we have a huge round of applauses for her? Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Now, I would Durgesh from 9th.
Good morning.
Durgesh, if I'm audible. Yes,
Yes,
please.
ma'am. Good morning, respected principal sir, teachers, and all my dear friends. Knowledge give us power, and love give us fullness. By this motivational line by Dr. Sarpalli Radhakrishnan, I am going to declamate the speech of Sarpalli Radhakrishnan. My first message on education. Children must be taught the history of different nations where they perceive their uniqueness. They must be taught even when they are young the element of and technology.
Durgesh, turn on
Yes,
your video. If camera is on,
yes, ma'am.
camera is on. All right, now you are visible. Okay. You can start from starting now, Durgesh. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Durgesh, you are muted here.
Good morning, respected principal sir, teachers, and all my dear friends. Knowledge give us power, and love give us fullness. By this amazing motivational lines by Dr. Sarpalli Radhakrishnan, myself Durgesh Dubey of class 9th A, and I am going to declamate the speech of Dr. Sarpalli Radhakrishnan. My first message on education. Children must be taught even when they are young the element of science and technology. They must be given glimpses into world literature so that their own mind gets sharpened and feelings refined. It is my earliest desire that our children get treated as human beings, not as automata. Now, my second message on philosophy. What the philosopher does, more or less, as the scientist does. One of the metaphysician, the Alexander said, he was propounding an empirical of metaphysics and tell us that the method of science is exactly the method of philosophy. Now, my next message on devotion. Uttama Shahja Avastha Bhishma Chaturdika. Shahja Avastha. Live always shocknet in a nature of God. Do not one instead of your lives separated from God. Whatever you happen to do, do with the conscience of that supreme. Now, my next message on truth. There is something great. Satyame Jayate. Our motto is truth alone prevails. Truth is a name which we give to God. Truth is Sat Sarupa. Truth is Sat Narayana. We can say truth prevails. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Durgesh. It was such an inspiring speech by Dr. Sarpalli Radhakrishnan. Now, I would like to call Abhigyan from class 9th A. Abhigyan,
Yes, ma'am.
am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please start. Turn on your camera. Please check your audio, network connectivity, everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you can start.
Good morning, respected sir, ma'am, and all my dear friends. I'm Abhigyan Mishra of class 9th A, and I'm going to declare the speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. And the topic of the speech is Tryst with Destiny. Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world sleep, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes very rarely in history, when we step out from old to new, when an age ends, and when the soul of the nation, long suppressed and find utterance. It is a fitting time when we take pledge of dedication to service of India and her people, and it is a still larger cause of humanity. At the dawn of history, when India started her on unsending quest and trackless centuries filled with striving and grandeur of her success and her failure. Though good or ill fortune, she had never lost her vision, her eyesight on from the quest or forgotten the ideals which had he gave her strength. Freedom and power bring responsibility. The responsibility is rest upon the assembly. Before the birth of freedom, we have endured all the pains of labor, and our heart are heavy with the sorrow. Some pains are continue even now, but nevertheless, this that was past, and this is the future, and the future is begun to us. Today we end the period of ill fortune, and India will discover herself again. We celebrate the achievement today is just a step on an opening of opportunity that greater triumph and achievement that will await us. Are we brave enough, wise enough to grasp this opportunity, or accept this to the future? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Avigyan. Can we have a huge round of applause for Avigyan, please? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Now it is requested to everyone, kindly mute your mic. Now I would like to call Shweta from class 9th A. Shweta from 9th A.
Good morning, respected principals, sir, directors, and teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself, Shweta, from class 9th A. Today, I am going to declamate the speech of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. We are conscious that the soil of India is going to be the last feature of war. In this part of world, I do not know how many of us who are going to participate in this coming battle, whether we survive or not, whether we individually live to see India free or not. But we are confident that India shall be free. We are confident that Anglo-Median territory will be wipes of India. We are confident that millenniums that's now over the East Asia, that the preferably removed one for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shweta. It was such a wonderful performance. 9th A.
Yes, ma'am.
Shamia, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Till then, Vanya is checking her audio and network connectivity. You can start.
Good
Turn on
morning,
your camera.
respected sir, ma'am, and all my dear friends.
All right.
Shamia here.
Good morning. Good morning, respected sir, ma'am, and all my dear friends. Myself, Shamia Siddiqui of class 9. I'm going to declaim the speech of Mother Teresa. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. Let us all together to thank God for this beautiful occasion, as where we all together to proclaim that the joy of spreading peace, the joy of love one another, and the joy of acknowledging that the poorest of the poor are brothers and sisters. as we all together to thank God of the gift for peace. I have given you all the prayers of peace of the Saint Francis of Assisi prayed many years ago, and I wonder he must have felt need what we feel today to pray for. Lord, make me a channel of your peace, that where there is a hatred, I may bring the love. That where there is a discord, I may bring the harmony. That where there is the wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness. That where there is a sadness, I may bring the joy. That where there is a shadow, I may bring the light. Lord, grant that I may seek rather to comfort than to be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by forgetting self that one is forgiven. It is by dying, that one is awakened to entire life. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shamya. Can we have a huge round of applause for her? Dear audience. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to call Akriti Tiwari from class 9th B. Akriti Tiwari from class 9th B. Beta, check your camera, check your audio, everything. Okay.
Arise, awake, and do not stop until the goal is reached. With these motivative lines by Swami Vivekananda, respected principal sir, all teachers, and all my dear friends, wishing you all a very good morning. I am Akriti Tiwari from 9th B, and I am going to declamate the speech delivered by Swami Vivekananda on September 11, 1893 at the First World's Parliament of Religions in Chicago. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable in race to respond to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of most ancient order of monks in the world. I thank you in the name of Mother of Religions. And I thank you in the name of millions and millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects. My thank also to some of the speakers on this platform who are referring to delegates from the Orient that these men from far off nations may welcome the honor of bearing to different lands the idea of polygamy. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions as true. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all nations and of all religions of the earth. I am proud to tell you that we have gathered in our bosom the purest remnant of Israelites who came to southern India and took refuge with us in the very year in which their holy temple was shattered to pieces by Roman tyranny. I am proud to belong to a religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnants of grand Zoroastrian nation. I quote to you, brethren, a few lines from a hymn which I remember to have repeated since my earliest boyhood and which is every day repeated by millions of human beings. As the different streams having their sources in different paths, which human take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all these lead to thee. The present convention, which is one of the most august assemblies ever held, is in itself a vindication, a declaration to the world of the wonderful doctrine preached in Gita. Whosoever comes to me through whatsoever form, I raised him. All men are struggling through paths which in the end leads to me. Sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant fanaticism have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often and often with human blood, destroyed civilizations, and sent whole nation to despair. Had it not been these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. But I fervently hope that the time came and the bell that tolled this morning in the honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all persecutions, with a sword or with the pen, of all uncharitable feelings between persons wending their ways to the same goal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akriti. It was such a very energetic performance. Now I will request to my audience, can we have a huge round of applause for her to encourage her? Thank you so much, everyone. Now I would like to call Rahnuma from class 9th B. Rahnuma. Rahnuma, if I am audible to you. Beta, please check your network connectivity as well as audio and video, everything. Set your camera properly. Rahnuma, set your camera properly, please.
Ma'am, give me 2 minutes.
Dear, you should be ready before it. The competition is already started. All right, I'm calling to Siddharth Mishra from class 9th B. Siddharth Mishra from 9th
Yes.
B. Okay. Siddharth, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. A
Okay,
very good
thank you so
morning to
much.
honorable, respected principal sir, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. The shot that hit me are the last nail to the coffin of British rule in India. I repeat, the shot that hit me are the last nail to the coffin of British rule in India. With these motivative line by Lala Lajpat Rai, I am Siddharth Mishra of class 9B, delivered by Lala Lajpat Rai on 13 October 1928 at Lahore. I was an eminent freedom fighter in India, freedom struggle, and also a social activist, a lawyer, and an author. I was born on 28 January 1865 at Dudak village in Punjab. I was one out of the three members of the trio called Lal Balpal, which included Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandrapal as other two. I is known as Punjab Keshri and Sher Punjab. I joined Congress in 1888 and also survived with the president post. When I was studied in Lahore, he became influenced by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, and last I became a member of Arya Samaj. I also did many important work in the field of education and started Dayanand Anglo Vedic School. In 1928, I led a peaceful protest against Simon Commission with Black Flag in Lahore. When he was strongly opposing by Simon Commission, he was badly injured in the lathi charge and to death and 17th November 1928. The spirit of nationalism spread by I was ultimate and appreciable. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, Siddharth. When we are speaking with someone, Siddharth, there is a need to listen little bit. When we are speaking in front of anybody, we should maintain at least eye contact with the audience, as well as if you are going online, you should maintain eye contact with camera. All right. And you were not looking on camera. It is needed, dear, to maintain eye contact at least. Okay. Thank you so much, Siddharth. Now I would like to call Sangya Shukla from 9th B. Sangya Shukla from 9th B. Sangya, if I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Before starting a speech, kindly check your network and audio. So, otherwise, it will
Yes,
very
ma'am.
difficult for judges also to check to give you marks, to judge you. All right.
Yes,
So please check your network first. Then you can start. Set your camera properly.
very
Need
good
not to be in hurry.
morning.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. A very good morning, honorable director, sir, respected principal, sir, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. The motivative lines of the Grand Vedi is the focus is what is right before you. Give it your best. Is shown the seed of tomorrow. But the focus is what is right before you. Give it your best. Is shown the seed of tomorrow. By these motivative lines of the Kiran Vedi, I am Sangesh Shukla of class 9B going to declaim the speech derived by the Kiran Vedi. On 31st August 1994 at Manali, 22 years ago, when I decided to join the Indian Police Service, I saw in the great potential power to do and power to get things done and power to correct. I do a family believe the police in any country as the greatest protector of human rights and rule of law. It could be the greatest volunteer of both. The power of policing for people, policing by people. Therefore, people must be a partner of the policing. There should be people. Ma'am, 1 second.
All right.
It is the variety of ways is provide a transparency and accountability to the whole system. Resources which cannot be gained for the police, it could be gained for the participating policing. Now, this is where I want to add my words. Thank you for the listening my words. Thank you.
Okay, Sangya, if the speech is over, is it over?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Sangya. Now, I would like to call Aman Gupta from 9th B. Aman Gupta from 9th B. Aman, are you here? Neha ma'am, is he in the meeting?
Yes, ma'am. I'm checking.
Okay.
Pratima ma'am, he is not in the meeting.
All right. So we can skip, no issue. Now, Akshat from 9th B.
Yes.
Is he in the meeting? Akshat, are you here? All right.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
A very good morning to Honorable Director, sir, respected Principal, sir, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. If you believe in living a respectable life, you believe in self-help, which is the best help. I repeat, if you believe in living a respectable life, you believe in self-help, which is the best help. With these motivative lines of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, I am Akshat Purvani of class 9th B, going to declaim the speech delivered by the Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar on 14 April 1891, Mahao. I was one of the greatest leaders in Indian history. My full name was Bhim Rao Ramji Ambedkar. My father's name was Ramji and my mother's name was Bhimabai. I was born on 14 April 1891, Madhya Pradesh, India. I was a social reformer, jurist, economist, and politician. I was the first law minister of independent India. I called the father of Indian Constitution. I was posthumously awarded India's highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna, in 1980. The contribution that I was made to the Constitution of India will be forever be remembered by the people of the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akshat. Thank you so much, class 9th. And I'm appreciating your effort on the behalf of whole entire family of FPS. Thank you so much, class 9. Now I would like to call Ananya from class 10th. Ananya from class 10th. Shashi ma'am, if she is in the meeting.
Ma'am, I'll check.
All right.
Ma'am, she's here.
Okay.
Anand, start.
Good morning, honorable principal sir, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, our Princess Day of Class 10A is here to deliver the speech of a woman who is an inspiration to millions, who brought huge reforms, who is an inspiration not only for women, but also for men. The first IPS officer of India, Kiran Bedi. 20 years ago, when I was born in 50s and 60s, they belonged to girls in India. They belonged to boys. They belonged to boys who would join business and would inherit business from their parents, and girls would all up to get married. My family in my city and most of the country was unique. We are four of us, not one. Unfortunately, no boys. We are four girls and no boys. And my parents were part of a landed property family. My father defied his own grandfather almost to the point of disinheritance because he decided to educate all four of us. And since I said they are my role models, I will do two things which my father and mother gave to me. One, they said, life is on an incline. Either you go up or you come down. And second thing, which is stayed with me, which became the philosophy of my life, and which made all the differences, is 100 things happen in your life. Out of 100 things, 90 are your creation. They are good, enjoy it. If they are bad, they are your creation, learn from it. Then nature said, we can't do a thing about it. It's like death of a relative, a cyclone, or an earthquake. We can't do a thing about it. You got to just respond to those situations. But these responses must come out from those 90 points. This is what comes next. I joined the Indian Police Service as of a tough woman, a woman with indefatigable stamina. For me, policing stood for the power to correct, the power to detect, and the power to prevent. This was something like really new definition ever given in policing in India. The power to prevent, because it is always said that power to detect or that's it, or power to punish. But I decided, no, it's power to prevent, because that's what I had learned when I was growing up. So this is how it came to my service, and it was different from men. I didn't want it to make it different from me, but it was different because this is the way I was different, and I redefined the policing concepts in India. With the help of community, I decided to educate the prisoners of the prison. We converted it into ashram, from prison to ashram through education. I think this was the change. I think this was the beginning of the change. Before you decide to move into anything beyond yourself, create your own identity. Your life is your life. You have to be ready for your own life. Plan what you have to be earning now. What kind of life you want to live now. Plan things for this now. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Ananya. Such an excellent performance it was, and your effort is appreciable. Now I would like to call Sanjana from class 10. Sanjana from class 10.
Good morning, respected principal, sir, teachers, and all my dear friends. I, Sanjana Pandey of class 10th A. Today I like to speak about Sarojini Naidu. As Sarojini Naidu, I was born on 30 February 1879 in Haryana to a Bengali family. Due to my poetic qualities, I was known for Nightingale of India. I joined Indian National Congress and I want to become the president of Indian National Congress. I joined in I was the governor of United Provinces. Today, United Provinces is known for Uttar Pradesh. There are three leaders who approached me in Indian freedom struggle, that are Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and Gopal Krishna Gokhale. They are main approached in Indian freedom struggles, who approached me as excellencies to that all. Amarnath Chattopadhyay and Bandra Sundari Devi, that are my parents. They approached me in freedom struggle of that all. When I met in London, I met my husband. That he was a physician profession. I won the template medals of due to my poem. When I completed my matriculation, I go to London to complete my other studies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. Such a wonderful performance it was. Now I would like to invite Akshara from class 10th. Akshara from class 10. Akshara from class 10.
And my dear friends, good morning to all of you. Myself Akshara Misra from class 10th A. I am going to speak declamation about Rabindranath Tagore. The speech Crisis of Civilization by Rabindranath Tagore at Santiniketan in April 1941 was his last speech. Tagore had been unwell for some time, yet his words were very moving. As I look around, I see the crumbling ruins of proud of civilization, striven like a vast heap of futility. And yet I shall not commit the grievous sin of losing faith in man. I would rather look forward to the opening of new chapter in his history after the cataclysm is over and the atmosphere over the rendered clean with the spirit of service and sacrifice. Perhaps that dawn will come from his horizon from the east where the sun rises. A day will come when unvanquished of man will retrace his path of conquest despite all barriers to win back his lost human heritage. Thank you to all.
Akshara, the speech is over. Shashi ma'am, if I am audible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If she ended the meeting, sorry, the speech.
I think, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, Akshara. Now I would like to invite Srijan Khare from 10. Srijan Khare from class 10. Srijan, check your network, please. Check your network first. You are not audible to us clearly. Check your network, set your camera properly, then start, please. Is it okay, Srijan?
Srijan, start your speech, beta.
Good morning. Good morning, respected respected principal sir, teachers, and all my dear friends. I'm Sharan Khare of class 10 and I'm here to deliver a speech of Rabindranath Tagore. Today I complete 8 years of my life. As I look back on the vast stretch of years that lie behind me and see in clear perspective the history, I'm struck by the change that has taken place in my own attitude and in the psychology of countrymen. A change that carries within it a cause of profound tragedy. It was mainly through their mighty literature. It was in those days the type of learning that was served to us was neither plentiful nor diverse, nor the spirit of scientific inquiry very much in evidence. In those their scope being strictly limited. The educated of those days had to recourse to English language and literature. At the time, though tentative attempts were being made to gain our national independence. At heart, we had not lost faith in the generosity of the English race. This belief was based upon the fact that England at the time might have extended to all those who had to flee from persecution in their own country. I am impressed by the exceptional humanity in the matter of English, and thus I was led to set them on the pedestal of my highest respect. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Srijan. I hope you were having a little bit network issue, but it was good. Now I would like to call Aditi from class 10. Aditi from class 10.
Just a minute, ma'am.
And after that, after Aditi, Tamanna, you will get ready for your performance. Okay, Aditi, now you can start.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Aditi Mora of class 10B, is here to deliver the speech of Mary Kom. I am the elder one in my family. I have my brother and a sister. My younger brother and my younger sister are still in my family. So I have to go and do something for my family to get a job. I get challenged when people just laughing. I will show you one day that is my challenge. When I got 5-time world championship, they all were quiet. They all surprised. I look like very different. I look like Chinese or Japanese or Thailand. They were quiet. They respect me. They didn't expected this. Boxing. It's a discipline when we get angrier. When you don't get angry, I think it's not a boxer. It's not a real boxer. When you get in the ring and you get angrier, I think you can win the gold. In Manipur, the top players are mostly from very, very poor background. I'm also the same. I'm also from poor background. So together we have to do something and work hard to get a money to get a better life. I miss my kid and they miss me. It was very difficult, but I had to do for my country to fulfill my dream. I just want to make a second Mary Kom, a hard Mary Kom. I just want to contribute to the country, to the state. I just want to contribute to the youngster and I want to make the youngster an Olympic champion. I always remember the story of David and Goliath. David was a small boy and Goliath was like a big man. How David can kill Goliath? So I always remember I'm also very small and Manipur state is very small. So if I pray, if I work hard, I will win. I imagine that I can't live without boxing because I love boxing. I love boxing very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Your effort is appreciable. It was good. Now, I would like to call Tamanna from class 10. Tamanna from class 10.
Honorable Principal, sir. Good morning, Honorable Principal, sir, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Tamanna Singh of class 10 is standing in front of you to give us of one of the most famous Hollywood actor, Selena Gomez. Firstly, I have to say that it's such a big opportunity to be here. I'm so happy, and it is okay if I'm taking this opportunity to talk about my life stories. I'm not an activist, and I have not done a thing to change the world, but I'm here to talk about my past, so you can take something from that, or you can learn something from that. I want to start with some basics. I was 21-year-old, and my mom gave me birth when she was just 16.
She used to do 4 jobs and completely dedicated her life to keep mine better. And I really love her. She's so hardworking, strong, and beautiful woman. I have done anything throughout my entire life. I was that first buried dinosaur, that purple. I love him. When I was 7 years old, I wanted to be an actor and I just wanted to live my own dreams. When I was 11, I have a casting director who used to tell me that you're not strong enough to carry your own soul. And I'm sure that you all have to go through this when people told you that you don't have what it takes. Deep down, you all wanted to do that thing. You all wanted to do something great. You all wanted to make something great. And it's cracked you when people told you that you are not good enough. It's happened with me too, but my mom is there with me, stronger than ever, and telling me that the most important thing is to trust yourself. The most important thing is to do what you love. If you have something or if you do something because you love it, you should do it because you love it and you know that you can do it. And 2 years later, I did my own show. My mama talked to me and tell me that be predict and be yourself. When I was small, I was surrounded by so many people and who used to guide me. Some of them have and some of them haven't. But they are pressure on me that you need to be cute, you need to be sexy, you need to be kind, you need to be all these things. And I know that every girl or boys have to go through this in school, in relationships, in relatives' house, in friend circles, and even sometimes, yes, from parents too. And in all this pressure, I lost the sight who I was. It's our time. Let's be kind, loyal, and motivate each other instead of demotivating, and let's change the game. It's our time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Tamanna. It was such an energetic performance. Now I would like to call Mansi from 10. Mansi from class 10.
Good morning, respected principal, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am studying in class 10 for section A. I would like to deliver my thoughts and understanding of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Sapasna for this speech. I am so proud to be born in a country where he was an Indian. He must have been citizens also us, and he actually became a great personality. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is also known as a missile man of India. He was born on 15th October, the year 1931 in Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu. He was also called as the People President. He was the 11th President of India. He served the nation as a form of President 2002 to 2007. He worked with organizations like DRDO, Defense.
What happened, Mansi? Mansi, are you here?
He was a student of yes. He was a student of physics and aerospace engineering. He is still looked upon as a pinnacle of scientific discoveries, and the Indian students worship for him for his dedication, nobility, and ingenuity. It is rare to find a man like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His idea inspired the youth of India. In the year of 1997, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is received the highest civilian award, Bharat Ratna. It was a sad day of the timeline of Indian history. He passed away on 24th July, the year 2015, aged 83. Though he left us, he is still alive.
Mansi, hope that your network is not so good. Please check it.
He all should dream like him and transform the pictures of leaves our nation just like him. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Mansi. Now I would like to call Sabah Ansari from 10th. Sabah from class 10. Sabah from class 10th. Neha ma'am, is she in the meeting? Okay. Okay, Sabah. You can start with.
Good morning, respected principal, teachers. I am Saban.
A very good morning to honorable principal sir, our teachers, and my dear friend. Freedom is not given, it is taken. I repeat, freedom is not given, it is taken. With this motivative line by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, I am Aman Gupta of class 9B, going to declaim the speech delivered by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on 4 July 1944 at Burma. Friends, 12 months ago, a new program of total mobilization and maximum sacrifice was placed before Indians in East Asia. You must continue the mobilization of men, money, and materials with greater vigor and energy. We require more men and women of all categories for reconstruction and administration in liberated areas. If we do not do so, we cannot hope to maintain our success at the front. Friends, 1 year ago, when I made a certain demands of you, I told you that if you give me a total mobilization, I would give you a second front. I have redeemed that pledge. The first pause of our campaign is over. I had asked you for men, money, and materials. I have got them. Now I demand of you men, money, and materials. I have got them. We must have the motive power. We should have but one desire to do. The desire to die so that India may rise. The desire to face a martyr's death so that the path to freedom may be paved with a martyr's blood. Friends, my comrades in a war of liberations, today I demand of you one thing above all. I demand of you blood. It is blood alone that can pay the price of freedom. Freedom, give me a blood and I promise you freedom. Thank you.
A very good morning, Honorable Director, sir, respected principal, sir, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. I tell my story not because it is unique, but because it is not. It is the story of many girls. With this motivative line, I am Ranma Rahman of class 9B going to declaim that speech delivered by Malala Yousafzai on 10 December 2014 at Oslo City Hall, Norway. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, in the name of God, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Your Majesties, Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished members of the Norwegian Nobel Committee, sisters and brothers, today is a day of great happiness for me. I am humbled that the Nobel Committee has selected me for this precious award. Thank you to everyone for your continued support and love. Thank you for the letters and cards that I still receive from all around the world. Your kind and reading encouraging words strengthens and inspires me. I would like to thank my parents for their unconditional love. Thank you to my father for not clipping my wings and letting me fly. Thank you to my mother for inspiring me to be patient, to always speak truth, which we believe is the true message of Islam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Renuma. I am very thankful to all my dear students who makes our morning very meaningful. Now I would like to invite our honorable principal sir to say a few words, as well as can get in the
Hello.
said you are audible.
All right. I hope no one is left now.
Yes.
Sabah and one child.
Actually, I is left.
All right. It was
Yes, sir.
wonderful here and see all the beautiful children and their efforts. The credit goes to the teachers concerned, and it was very fantastic time. I think after 1.5 years, we saw this together. I congratulate all the students who participated and teachers who trained them. I again look to those children, those who haven't participated, and in a month or after a month, school will conduct another program, another event, and all is advised and directed to take part in that. Maybe it will be a locution or speech, something like that, and activity in charge will tell you the date and time in due course. So once again, I express my thanks to activity in charge, concerned teachers from class 1 to class 10, judges, those have done a tremendously good job. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We are blessed here to have a leader